Yo, what's happening, people? Okay, we are live right now. Live from the village right now. It is 1 minute past 8 p.m. right now. It is the 5th of March, 2024 right now. It is Tuesday right now. We go live. We still, I'll mix up my words. We go live on Tuesdays right now. Every Tuesday. That's the plan right now. At 8 p.m. GMT right now. Well, minute past 8, you know, just still. 1 week it's movies, next week it's games. This week it's games. And we're back with Zelda, The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild. Last time we played this, we got up to the it was the Rito village, Rito the Beast. I've not played this since then. I'm not offline, not nothing. So pretty much where we left off the last one is where we're getting back to. Crunching in your ear right now. Let me switch over this screen and just touch it off a little bit. So yeah, I've got some snacks. Can't see it. There you go. I'm supposed to do this, I think, actually. Yeah, I'm supposed to do that, but it's a bit blurry because I put the blur filter on my camera. And I've got some chips, or tortilla chips, they're called. But anyway, I'm about to get back to Zelda. And recently completed Deathloop. So I've been playing Deathloop offline, and I got to the end of that, or on the end of the story campaign yesterday. So yeah, I finally broke the loop on that. It's a pretty cool game. Pretty cool game. Really liked it. Really enjoyed it. Took me a month to get through though, because unfortunately I don't get as much time to play games as I'd like to. I mean, I can't complain. I mean, I can, but I won't, because I know I get to play games more than, say, the average person. I just don't get to play games as much as I would like to be. That's how it goes. But hey, you gotta be grateful for what you got, right? So let me switch over to this screen. And I did a lot of running today. I ran 10.4 miles. 10.24 miles, rather. For some reason, not all my miles were recorded. Like, most of them were, so it weren't too bad, but about a mile missing from what I ran today. So it says 9 point thing on the app. I actually ran about 10.24 miles. Alright, so I still gotta... Okay, that's not how that goes. Could figure out how to do those things on the left, on the wing. And get back up there. But yeah, it's not too bad. It's just kind of awkward because it's like, I'm not sure why it did that. No. Hopefully it's a nothing problem because, like, I haven't had that issue before. Just sucks that happened today because 10.24 miles is the longest I ever ran. So the fact that it's not recorded properly, that's recorded on one side but not the other. This kind of sucks, you know? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to... I don't know how I'm supposed to get to roll further. Like, is this... I kind of have a memory of, like, wind blowing from the other side, but it's like... Oh, I don't know, is this part of it? Seems to be moving it a little bit. Now it's just stopped. Nah, it's just stopped. Can we get up there? All right. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I wonder. No, I can't do that with this. Can't do that with this. Try and get some momentum behind it. That's not it. Into a bit further away, maybe. I don't know if it matters. I don't know if it matters. And is it going to go a little bit further at least? Nope. Well, wait. Nope. Damn it. Well, actually, I guess it went a little bit further. Yo, Sam B in the place to be. How was ye? As I took a bite of my Nature Valley chocolate and protein. How's your day going? How's your day been? Appreciate you joining this live stream on this Tuesday evening. That doesn't sound like good chocolate. It's all right. It's all right. It's try and get it on there. There you go. Nature Valley protein and chocolate. Oh, what was that? Protein? Well, protein, peanut, and chocolate. They got different ones with like you get like caramel and stuff like that. But these are okay. I mean, they're not. If you was to rank them as, let's say, is it confectionery? Is that the right word to use? A confectionery bar, like compared to say like a Kit Kat or something like that, in terms of like flavor, taste. Yeah, I mean a Kit Kat's gonna smoke it, no doubt. But these are good because, I mean, they taste pretty okay. Like, they're not amazing, but, you know, they taste pretty okay. They're still pretty good in that regards. But yeah, you just get a bit more protein out of these, and that's good for, like, you know, making sure you, like, well, you don't lose muscle as I'm, you know, running more and stuff like that. And I'm jogging more and trying to be more active. And if you're not getting enough protein, you could actually end up losing muscle because, like, your body starts to burn the fat. But before it burns all the fat, it starts to get rid of your muscle. So I'm like, make sure that don't happen. Gotta make sure you get enough protein. So these are good for that because you get like a little protein boost, and it doesn't taste like sandpaper. You know. Blah blah. Health blah. It's not good for chocolate. Well, I don't know if I'd call these healthy. I mean, they're okay. But healthy is a bit of a stretch, to be honest with you. But speaking of yamming food, I went cinema yesterday, and I ain't been cinema for years. Well, actually no, it's been a while. It's probably been at least 2 years, I think, since I went to the cinema last. But anyway, it's been a long time, so I don't know if this is new or if they've been doing this for a while and I'm just knowing about it now because I haven't been to cinema in such a long time. But I went to cinema and they had like nachos, right? But they had like different types of nachos. And they have these nachos where the actual nacho corn chip itself is made with like salsa. I can't remember how they describe it. Like, it's like a salsa infused nacho chip, right? So not just like your regular nacho chip, but it's like a salsa infused nacho chip. It had like a cheese infused nacho chip and other ones as well. But I got like the salsa infused nacho chips, right? And on top of that, you know, you get a salsa sauce and the cheese on top of it and the jalapenos and all that. Let me tell you, man, that thing was so good. That was so good. Like, I should have got a large. I should have got a large, man. I could eat those. That was so good, man. Like, you know when you go to cinema and if your food just finishes before the movie starts? It was like that. It was like that because it was like, bro, this is actually, oof. I can't talk. I've had the most unhealthy jackets, but tonight, oof. Hey, you gotta treat yourself, man. Gotta treat yourself. I went to see Dune Part 2, which was really good. Really good movie. I don't know if you would like it though. I mean, it's very sci-fi heavy, and I don't know if you've seen the first Dune movie. If you enjoyed, if you saw the first Dune movie and you liked that, I think you'd like this. If you haven't seen the first Dune movie, then yeah, you should definitely watch that before you watch this because it does not like catch you up at all. You know, it has like it has a basic recap of the first events, but nothing to like really like, you know, understand what's going on. But yeah, it is very sci-fi heavy, and if you like sci-fi, cool. If you'd rather not bother with sci-fi, then yeah, this ain't the one. But I liked it a lot. I thought it was really good. I thought it was a really good movie, really done well. The main guy, played by the main actor, Timothy Chalamet. Dude was incredible. Like, there's like various scenes in the film where, like, he they got the right guy leading this movie. Like he was incredible. That dude was like, he just knocks it out of the park. It's fine. Every movie is for me. I like some sci-fi, like Alien, Total Recall, etc. Yeah, this is very geeky sci-fi. Like, I mean, those are kind of geeky too, I guess, to be fair. But it's very, very geeky sci-fi. But I don't know. Maybe you like it. You know, the first one's on Netflix right now. Actually, the first Dune movie's on Netflix. And it's only 2 hours and 40 something minutes, so I mean, you could just watch it whenever, really. Yeah, they're long movies. They're long movies. Like the first one's 2 hours and 40 something minutes. The second one's like 2 hours and 40 something minutes. They're pretty long movies. But yeah, the first one's on Netflix. So I don't know if you ever get a spare 2 hours and 40 something minutes and you want to see if you might enjoy it, then yeah, check it out. But yeah. Bro, I might need some help with this, man. Damn. My jacket spell was made with comfort food in mind. Loads of butter, loads of cheese, chili. Oh, that sounds so good. Chili baked beans on top. Oof. I like the sound of that. It's chili baked beans, cheese. Oof. Certain foods just make you feel good, though, right? Certain foods just make you feel good, like. I don't know what the scientific explanation behind it is, but certain foods, like, when you eat them, and it's not just because they taste nice, like, it's not even just about it tasting nice, but it's like a lot of things. Let's like, it's like the taste, the texture, the quantity, you know, the size, all of that, like everything in there. Like it's not one thing about it that does it. It's like everything about it. I don't know, man. It's like certain foods just make you feel good, right? And the day of it was a comfort food I needed. Oof, for real. So you were talking about, you know, like the healthy blah blah blah, but it sounds like you had a mental healthy blah 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 day to day, and that's important too. Got to take care of your mental health, and some foods just do that, right? Some foods just do that. But yeah, man. Well, I'm too poor to drink to deal with my woes, so comfort food is. Well, Honestly, that just sounds better. I mean, I might be a little biased, but that just sounds better. So here's the thing, right? I went to Krispy Kremes today, right? Now, so you know, I'm trying to go to all these different coffee shops, and I was like, you know what, Krispy Kremes does coffee. So I was like, yeah, I want to go to a Krispy Kremes and get a donut and a coffee. That was my plan. I had it in my calendar actually, because I'm making plans right now. You know what I mean? Man's making plans. So I had it in my calendar, and it's been in my calendar for weeks to go to Krispy Kremes and get a donut and a coffee. And I looked up where the Krispy Kremes was, what the nearest one to me. The nearest one to me is about 8 miles away. But that's cool because, you know, I'm jogging a lot now. So I was like, all right, you know, I can put it in my calendar. And on the day, I can jog there. That's a lot of jogging. But, you know, I'm burning calories and all that sort of stuff. So I went there today. I jogged 8 miles. I actually jogged 10 miles because I took a longer route. But I jogged for like 10 miles to get to the Krispy Kreme so I can have a donut and coffee. And by the way, this is a place that is actually called Krispy Kreme's Donut and Coffee. Like, that's the name of the shop. Krispy Kreme's Donuts and Coffee, right? I get there. Now, I get there about 9:45. I'm out of the loop at the minute with the socials and YouTube. My brain can't deal. Nah, it's so good. It's so good. I mean, it's not good if your brain can't deal, but hopefully that gets better. But yeah, that's not good. But yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I get there at 9:45, and they're not ready yet, but it's fine because it did say they open at 10 a.m. I was there at 9:45. So I'm like, all right, let me go toilet. I'll come back and whatever. So I get back, and I got back maybe about 5 to 10 because I had to go find the toilet. It took a while walking around. Plus, I was kind of walking around a bit anyway. So I come back to about 5 to 10, and they're still setting up. Like, all right. Gets to about 10 o'clock now. They're still setting up, and I'm thinking, okay. I mean, are they taking all? I don't know what they're doing. They're just setting up. They haven't put anything on the shelves. They're just setting up. Ladies there taking pictures, or whatever. So I thought, let me not bother the lady right now. Let her do what she's doing. Maybe she's a little delayed. Whatever. I'll wait a bit. It got to about 10:15, right? I see it, but nothing is going in. Well, nothing's going in your socials? Or you mean nothing's going in your brain? Hopefully the former. Hopefully the former. Hopefully things are going in your brain. That might be awkward if they're not. But yeah, it gets about 10:15. I was like, all right, you know, and she's still setting up. So at that point, I'm thinking, you know, let me just walk up to and ask if they're ready to start serving. So I walked up to the counter and I was like, are you open? She was like, yeah, we're open. We could take an order. I was like, okay. Now I'm looking around. It's one of these. It's in a shopping center, by the way. It's in a shopping center. And they have, like, you know, in shopping centers where they have those, like, not like there's side shops, but like those stalls that they have in the middle of the shopping center, in the middle of like the shopping floor. It was one of those, right? So I'm looking around, and I don't see any coffee machine there or any kind of way you can make coffee or anything. No kind of coffee set up. So I'm like, this place is called Krispy Kreme's Donuts and Coffee. It literally says Krispy Kreme's Donuts and Coffee on the store itself. And I said to the lady, do you serve coffee? She says, oh no, we don't serve coffee here. In a place called Krispy Kreme's Donuts and Coffee that I ran 10 miles to go to get a donut and a coffee. They don't serve coffee. So yeah, a little bit disappointed. A little bit disappointed. Yeah, like to see posts, but I can't read because my brain is like, nope. I start a video, can't focus on what's being said. So, oh no, I get what you mean. Social media is just a lot sometimes, man. It really is. Social media can be a lot, especially when it's like somebody's complaining about this or somebody's complaining about that. It's like, this is a problem, this is an issue, and you should be angry at these things, and this is like, oh, jeez, yeah, no, I get that. I get that. Like, I actually limit my social media use severely. Like, I limit my social media use using another app that blocks me from going on social media before 9 a.m. and stops me from going on social media after 10 p.m. And then within those hours, it locks it off after 1 hour. So anytime I've been on social media for an hour, it would just lock it off. And it's a way, I've been doing it for a while now. It's just been a way of being like, you know, because I get it. Well, it's just, it gets much. But it's so easy to keep scrolling and to just like having that habit of scrolling and looking at things and scrolling. It's too easy to be in that habit. So I was like, all right, let me just lock it off. Let me just lock it all off. But yeah, a little bit disappointed. I mean, I did get a donut because, you know, I was there, right? So I did get a donut. Just one, though. Just one. And it was fine. It's Krispy Kremes. Krispy Kremes make good donuts. I mean, that's no surprise. So the donut was fine. And I was there early, so it was one of their fresher ones as well. You know, it's as fresh as it can be. So that was really cool. But it's just like, why would you call this place Krispy Kremes Donuts and Coffee if you're not serving, you know what I mean? It's just that surely somebody must have been like, wait a minute, we don't actually serve coffee here. Why is this place called Krispy Kremes? Don't, like, how does that get green? I don't want to say nothing to the lady because at the end of the day, she's staff, you know, she works there. It's not her decision, right? And I'm not going to be like getting mad at somebody that just turned up to work at 10 a.m. in the morning. You know what I mean? It's like, it just, but at the same time, I'm like, you know what, this is actually disappointing because I had this all planned. It was in my calendar. It's literally called Donuts and Coffee. But it wasn't all bad. I mean, I did go to another place. Like I said, it was in a supermarket, in a shopping center. So I went to another place called Muffin Break. And I got a muffin and an iced caramel latte from there. And that was really good. So it worked out all right. It worked out all right in the end. It worked out pretty okay. I had this really nice muffin and an iced caramel latte from a place called Muffin Break. So yeah, the day was not lost. The day was not lost. Muffin Break to the rescue. I need to try and get this bomb all the way to the other side, but... oof, man. I'm clearly missing something. I might need to look at a guide or something like that, but I don't want to do that. I don't know. Place sounds dumb and needs to close down. Or I just need to take the coffee bit off their name. Just take the coffee bit off the sign. That's all they need to do. Just take the coffee bit off the sign, so it's not so confusing. And maybe be ready at 10. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. If you say you got to open at 10, be ready at 10. You know, you get there at 10. Well, and they're still setting up. It's like, nah, come on. Be ready at the time you're supposed. You can't be still setting up at the time you're supposed to be open. You're supposed to be ready by the time you're supposed to be open. I'm just saying. I don't know if that's her fault or what. I ain't trying to get mad at no staff members. I've been staff before. I get it. It's tough. Maybe it was something completely out of her control. I don't know. But when you say you're open at 10, be open at 10. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Be open at 10. Not still setting up at 10. Because I was there like, I don't know if I'm supposed to go up to this place and buy something. I don't know. You're still setting up. Are you ready? I don't know. I'm just kind of sitting there waiting while this lady sets up, thinking, am I supposed to be ready at 10? You know what happened yesterday? Some weird twat complimented my hair. Then touched it. Yo, okay. No, that's not okay. Make a compliment and leave it alone. Matter of fact, sometimes it's probably best you don't even make compliments, quite frankly, if you don't know the person. But that is not okay. Alright, let me line this up better. Not like that. But yeah, that is not okay. Oh, how did you handle it? Did you call the police, or did it go that far? Just smack him? I kind of know her like impulsive, but still. Oh, it was a woman. Okay. Impulsive, but still, we ain't that close. Piss off. Yeah, no, that's not okay. That's not okay. Especially when it's like you spend so much money on your hair. Was it £200 you said? 200 something pounds? And then someone just touched like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know where your grubby hands have been. I don't know where your grubby hands have been. Come touching my £200 hairdo. Like, nah. Listen, from time I found out how women be spending bare money on their hair like that, I was like, all right, listen. I get it now. I get it. Don't be touching people's hair. I get it. Even if you know them, just don't do it. Even if you know them, just don't do it. Listen, unless it's like, you know, right? Yeah. Unless it's that. Don't do it. Don't. Just don't. Oh, flipping out. What am I missing in this bit? Because the thing, I feel like, guys, we don't really think about that sort of stuff because we go to the barbershop, we spend like maybe 10, 15 pounds. I mean, it's probably more than that now, but you spend like, maybe let's say 20 pounds on a haircut or something. So we don't really think about it like that. We're like, oh, that's really cool. And then like reach your hand out. I was like, actually, no. You're just going to mess this thing up that probably took like 3 hours to do, cost like whatever kind of money. And you're just like trying to touch it. Nah. Maybe let my kids touch my hair. Probably for the best. They'll be out in the garden playing with like worms and stuff, pulling legs off spiders. They come touch your hair? Nah. I know I've done this bit before. I just don't remember how I did it. Is it something to do with this? Oof. Don't touch my hair. Yeah, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Definitely don't pull it. Unless you know like that, like just don't. Just don't. Ish. It's not enough momentum. Randomly slapped my ass. We have a problem. Touch my hair. I'm getting a chainsaw. I just thought of a question. It might be a little bit disrespectful to ask though. So I hope you know I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. But would you rather somebody slap your ass or somebody touch your hair? Like if you had to choose. Like what would you feel like is less of a disrespect? Like somebody just randomly slaps your ass or somebody just randomly touches your hair? Like somebody that you don't know at all, like some complete stranger. Slap my ass. You know what? I mean, I get it. I get that as an answer. Because of course, right? But I feel like from a guy's perspective, touching the hair be like if somebody just randomly touching your ass or touching your hair. I feel like from a guy's perspective, their hair would be more disrespectful. Like if some random stranger came up to you, especially if they patted you on the head. You know what I mean? Like that. Like patted you on the head. It was like, because if somebody pats you on the ass, right? As a guy, it's kind of like, okay, especially if it's another guy that does it. It's like, okay, first of all, like, no, we're not doing that. And that's an issue. But it's like, I don't know, maybe he's just a bit creepy. Maybe he's a bit of a weirdo, whatever. It could be like that. But if somebody pats you on the head, like, then it's kind of like, dude, what? No, like that. I feel like that for a guy is probably more disrespectful. Like being patted on the head is probably more disrespectful than being patted on the ass by a complete stranger. Like if it's a guy that does it, then yeah. If a girl does it, then it's kind of like, it's just weird. It's like, why you? It's just weird. But yeah, I feel like, I guess from a woman's perspective, it's like, of course, don't touch my ass. I mean, don't touch anything, but definitely don't touch my, like, come on. I paid £200 plus. Oh wait, you know what? I just realized something. I misunderstood your answer. I misunderstood you. I just realized, my bad. I'm sorry. I misunderstood your answer. Because I guess I confused it in my own head a little bit as well. But yeah, I misunderstood your answer. You'd rather be patted on your ass than on their head. No, yeah, no, I get you. I get you. Yeah, plus, man, you ain't touching it. I'd rather step on the ass. Yeah, no, so I misunderstood your answer the first time. I was kind of confused in my head a little bit, but yeah. But I think most women, my guess, not that I've done the research on this, of course, but my guess would be most women would rather be patted on their head than patted on the slapped on the ass. Whereas I think most guys would probably rather be patted on the ass than patted on the head by a complete stranger. Because even though both of them are pretty disrespectful, like when you don't know them like that, I feel like being patted on the head is even more disrespectful. I don't know. That's how I think most guys would see it. I feel like most guys would see it that way. But yeah. Or they just come to me and tell me off for talking to you because apparently you're a stranger. I'm not a stranger. Well, I guess. Well, no. She's right. She's right. I can't argue that. I am pretty strange, actually. I can't lie. I can't. No. I gotta keep it real. I gotta keep it real. Oof, this might not have been such a good idea. Oof, it works though. Wow, we got one of them. Just one more. What do you know? What do you know? Do I tell her you're my husband? As long as you don't start asking for pocket money, we good. How do I get back, though? Gee, I did not think this through. How do I get back? You just said I'm telling Daddy you're cheating on him. It's not cheating if it's within the rules, right? I'm just saying. Oh, it's starting off here as well. Flipping now. I think I'm married to you, so it's you I'm cheating on. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. That's a good point. Just so you know, when we get divorced, that's going to work against you. When we get divorced, that's not gonna go in your favor. But yeah, that's a good point. And I'm glad we're clear on that. You're the one that's stepping out of line, not me. I was a good husband. You know, I went out to buy milk. and I bought milk. I mean, I didn't come back, but I went out to buy milk and I got milk. I'm just saying, I did what I was supposed to do. Just because I never came back, you were like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go start messing around with this other guy, have a bunch of kids with him. You know, just because I stepped out to buy milk, I never came back for. Wait, how old is Monkey? He's like 14, 15? Yeah, never came back for 15 years. Just because I went out to buy milk and never came back for 15 years, you were like, all right, cool. Let me go shack up with this fella, with this guy. Have a bunch of kids. I'm just saying, I did what I was supposed to do. You know what though? It could be an interesting court case, right? You know, it like a interesting like divorce court case, because on one hand, like the justice system tends to favor like, you know, white people, right? But then also the justice system tends to favor men over women. So I'm just saying, like, it'd be interesting to see how that works, like whose privilege prevails, you know what I mean? Like, it's buffering, damn it. What's going on? Is there something on my end that I need to know? Is there something going on my end that I need to know? I need to figure out how to get back though, flipping out. Oof. Is it still buffering? Are we okay now? I don't know how I'm supposed to get back, you know. Oof, that didn't work. That did not work at all. I'm just gonna... Yeah, let me just do it this way. Oh, flipping hell, I don't want that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna load this. See what that does. Is it gonna make me do it again, or have I tricked the system? Back to normal now. Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right, cool. I still only got one to go, so it lets me have it. So what's this case? Yeah, I was just saying it'd be an interesting like divorce court case, right? Because on one hand, the justice system tends to favor white people over black people, right? But then also the justice system tends to favor men over women, right? So I was just saying it'd be an interesting divorce court to see whose privilege prevails, you know. So that was it. That's what I was saying. It might have been. It's probably funnier if it didn't buffer. I think that joke's past now. It might have been funny the first time round, but oh well. Oh well. You got one more to go, Flare. Excuse me. Oh, what? We buffering again. You could just say you're being racist. If I don't win this case, it's an easy win. Yeah, I could pull a race card. You could pull the gender card. Maybe like, I don't know, would they cancel each other out though? That's the thing. That's what we have to find out. If I pull the race card and you pull the gender card, do they cancel each other out? Maybe like a Pokemon battle. Race card, I choose you. Oof, oof, oof. You ain't getting no divorce, so would be funny though. Oh, I'm getting a divorce. You mark my words. You mark my words. Whether you like it or not. Oof. It's just one last thing I need to do. And I can't figure out how to do it. Oosh. Not like that though. Not like that. Oh, you want to divorce me? I'm awesome. It's the hair, isn't it? Can you claim yeah, I think I might try it, you know. Yeah. I want to claim the new hairdo. And we're like, yeah, that's not the woman I married. She's got a new hairdo. It's just... You know what? Speaking of that, actually, I just remembered something that I saw some years back. Now, it was some years ago, so perhaps I'm not remembering, you know, a lot of the details of what exactly happened. But there was a guy who wanted to divorce his wife because she gained weight, right? And his reasoning was that, you know, when they got married, being racist to my green hair. Yeah, I can't stand those green-haired people. It'll remind me of feminists, so it's like... In fact, you know what? That would work in my favor. I could be like, yeah, she got green hair, and I was like, you know, she could be turning into a feminist, and I'm just I'm just trying to cut it off before that happens, innit? I think if I pull that card, if I say that, the judge's gonna be on my side. The judge's gonna be like, yeah, you know what? You're right, man. You better nip it in the bud before it becomes a problem. Yeah, you're right. Not even one of the cool feminists either. It's like one of those internet Twitter feminists. You know, this week it's green hair, next week it's red glasses. Next month it's what would you call it? Pantsuits? Is that what they call pantsuits? With those kind of suits with the trousers. They might not be. I don't know if they're called pantsuits. I don't know. I might get a name wrong. One side of her head shaved. I'm like, you know what? Better nip it in the bud before it's a problem. Probably right. But yeah, so this guy wanted to divorce his wife because she'd gained weight, right? And his reasoning, as I remember, if I remember correctly, was that when they got married, she was a certain size, and his expectation is that she's supposed to stay that size because that's the woman he married at that size. And now that she's bigger than that, it's like, that's not the woman I married anymore. So I want a divorce, because he feels like she hasn't lived up to her end of the deal by allowing herself to gain weight. So that was his reasoning, you know. And I'm making one of those white hate and fat phobia. White hate and fat phobia is rooted in racism posts. Oh, do that, please. Do that. Please do that. If you do that, I'm gonna get a big box of popcorn and sit down and just read the comments. I'll be reading the comments like that Michael Jackson gif, just that'd be me, just read the comments. I'd even put like notifications so that anytime there's a new comment I get notified. I'd be like, yeah, that's what I'm here for. Let me just I won't even comment myself, by the way. I'm just there for the comments. Just reading them all, yeah. Start reading the comments like I'm watching a movie. Oof. Oh, my, excuse me. Oh, man, excuse me. Oof. But yeah, that would be well, that would be ill-advised, to say the least. But still, please do. Please do. Do it on Facebook and on Twitter. Okay, I know you don't have a Twitter account, but I'm gonna need you to open up a Twitter account just so you can write that in Twitter. And when you do it, tag all the social rights activists and racial rights activists in your post. Tag them all. Very definition of my people. You have to love me. I am one of the good white people. It's the rest that are the problem. I'm one of the good ones. Yeah, those yeah, those people are they're exhausting. It's like, I don't know if you ever see like a male feminist. And to be clear, I don't think there's anything wrong with a man being a feminist, by the way. Like, we'll be clear on that before I get cancelled too quickly. I mean, I'm probably cancelled anyway. Let me just not get cancelled too quickly. I don't think there's anything wrong with a man being a feminist. This is fine. Be whatever you want to be. But you know, there's certain male feminists, right, who just do the absolute most. Kind of like, you know, just what you were saying. Where there was one, I don't remember this dude's name. This was like years ago. But he wrote something on Twitter to the effect of like, I just want to link arms with all men in the world and then jump off a cliff so that women could inherit the earth or something like that. Or something along those lines that he wrote. I was like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? You know what I mean? It's just a point where it's like, what the hell is, like, who are you trying to impress so bad? Like, which girl are you trying to bang so bad that you would write that nonsense thinking it's going to impress her? You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of dumbass attitude. Like, all white people are bad, but not me. I'm one of the good ones. All men are bad, but not me. I'm one of the good. That's that same kind of dumbass attitude. Just like, shut your mouth. Be reasonable. Don't be dumb. You know. And if you like a girl, just tell her instead of stop writing stupid stuff on Twitter. And most races, they don't even realize it's the only color that's racist. Everything's like you know the worst one? Well, I don't know if they're the worst ones. Let me not say that. Let me not say that. These might not be the worst ones. There might be people worse than this. But amongst the annoying ones, right, are the ones who they would get offended on your behalf. You know them ones, right? People who get offended on your behalf. Like them ones, like something would happen and they would get offended for you. Even though it's something that you're not even offended by yourself. Even if it's something that you didn't even care that much for yourself. They will get offended for you. Just to prove how not racist they are. And it's usually with things like comedy. Not only, of course, but it's usually with something to do with comedy. Somebody made a joke or something. And they were the ones getting offended for you. And I was like, dude, this is not necessary. If I thought it was rude or racist, I can say that myself. Thank you very much. You know, I'm not saying I speak for everybody because I don't. And of course, there's things that I might not care for or might not be offended by that other people might be, and that's fine. That is what it is. But at the same time, it's like, let somebody tell you that they're offended rather than you try to tell them that they should be offended. You know what I mean? Like, how about that? People are annoying in need, like, bruh. You can be freaking purple for all I care. If you vibe, if you don't, it's no big deal. I mean, if somebody was purple though, like this, I mean, I'm just saying, if somebody was actually purple, I mean, I'd be wondering if they're just gonna blow up anytime soon. You know what I mean? Like do you need to breathe? Like, why are you purple, dude? Like, is this contagious? Like, do I need to be aware of something? Do I need to go get like another vaccination jab or something? Like, what's going on? Why are you purple? I don't know, man. How about should I stick a pin on you and see if you pop? Like, what's going on? Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. Backs up then, check for 5. Yeah, I guess we could do that at least. I just need to be sure. You seem like a nice person, but you are purple. Ah, oh, flipping out. I just... Oh, shoot. Ran into my own damn bomb. Not want to do that. Oh. The thing is there, what I need to get to is literally right there. I just can't figure out how to get to it. I've got this purple force field on both sides. I know I need to get this gate open somehow. It seems to be something to do with this thing here, but I can't get a bomb to it to explode that wall. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just blew myself up. I can't do nothing with it. I'd rather listen to black people going on about racist white people are than another white person. You know, enlightened. You're a pick me. The pick me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. The pick me's. That's the one. That's the word. That's the word. The pick me's. Yes. And hey, look. If somebody wants to be a pick me, of course, that's their business. You know, that's their business. But I'm just saying, it's desperate. It just reeks of desperation. I mean, here's the thing though, like, oh wait, did I? I'm not sure if I got it far enough. No, maybe not. Needing to pick me requires effort. I'm far too lazy to care that much. It's just so unnecessary though, like. Oosh. Because the whole thing is like, well, at least according to, you know, what I can tell, and I'm certainly not claiming to be no damn expert or nothing, but it's like, if there's somebody that you like, right, and you're trying to be with that person or whatever, just do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do that. Like, this whole thing where it's like people be out here talking about what they think other people want, and they usually come up with stuff that nobody's asking for, you know, like you see all these videos like where you got some woman talking about, oh yeah, this is how you need to be with your man. This is how you need to be with your man. This is how you need to keep a man. This is what men want women to be. This is what men want. Men don't want this. Men don't want a woman like this. Men don't want a woman like that. And then it's like, but you single though? Like, what? Why are you trying to give advice about what men want when you single? Like, nobody's picking you. Like, bro, like it's clear that you're trying to get somebody's attention. Maybe there's somebody who does want that and you're trying to get that person's attention. Just go to that person and say, hey, I'm what you're looking for or whatever, and just leave it there. But it's like, how will all these videos exist where you have all these people talking about this is what other people want in the relationship, or this is what other people want, or this is how, you know, you need to be around, you know, questions you don't ask black people, or questions you don't ask Asian, you know, things like that. And it's like who are you? You know, like how are you like Whitey McWhiteson talking about questions you don't ask, you know, different. It's like, dude, come on. Self-awareness. Like, if you asked a question to somebody, to a black person, to an age, whatever, and they didn't like the question, okay, you know, fine, that happens, right? You know, I don't know what the question you asked them was, but they didn't like the question. They say they didn't like the question. They thought you were being rude. That doesn't mean that you don't ask black people that question. It just meant that that particular person thought you were being rude. Now, why they thought you were being rude may not even have anything to do with the question itself. It could be just the way you approached them. It could be any number of reasons, right? It could be any number of reasons. But even if it was the question itself, all it just means is that that person didn't like the question. It doesn't mean black people don't like the question. But yeah, it'd be these videos, things you don't say to this, things you don't. Shut up, man. Shut up, man. It's like, matter of fact, I'll say to any black person who puts these videos out about things you don't say to people, you speak for yourself. You know what I mean? Speak for yourself. Like, if you don't like certain things, fine, but you don't get to speak for other people. Speak for yourself. You know, questions you don't say ask a disabled person is like, okay, do all disabled people get together and decide that these are the questions that you must never ask them? I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. You know, I don't know. Like, I feel like that probably didn't happen. Not every single disabled person in the entire world, you know, came together in some kind of forum and were like, yeah, we need to come up with some questions that people should never ask us and put out over the air. That probably didn't happen. If you don't like certain things, cool, you don't have to. You're not required to. But speak for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Speak for yourself. Don't be out here saying how this is offensive to this. And I was like, no, it's offensive to you, maybe. But speak for yourself. And if you're not part of the group that it's supposedly offended, then maybe just don't speak at all. Don't speak at all. I remember in the old days when a black guy and a white woman would me and they catch feelings. Now those days are gone. Me to pick me as in as an example, we go on a date, you know, I check list, or can we just talk about movies? Oh well, you have to check the list of movies you must know. You gotta check the movies you don't talk about a black person with. Right? You gotta check that list. You gotta go online. There's there probably is a list somewhere on the internet. You know what? I'm guessing right now. I am guessing right now that somewhere on the internet, somebody has come up with a list of at least 10 movies that you're not allowed to talk about with black people. In fact, I might search for that list after this, after I'm done with this game. But I feel like somebody has done that. And when I say somebody, I don't necessarily mean just some random Joe blogs that nobody's ever heard of. I feel like it's probably been on some fairly major publication. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe not like the BBC. I don't think the BBC would ever publish something like that. But a fairly major publication, I feel like, is probably done it. Not some random blog post is what I mean. Not just some random blog post, like, or some random, you know, Reddit post or something. I feel like somebody has actually published out on a journalistic website somewhere. That's what I'm thinking. Of at least 10 movies. That's my guess right now. Somebody has published this on a journalistic website of at least 10 movies that you're not supposed to. And I'm gonna see if I can find it. If all it is a random Twitter post or a random Reddit post, nah, that don't count. That don't count. That don't count. That don't count. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find that. I'm never doing black guy no matter. I don't know how hard they are. I'm not down for that kind of work. It's too much work, you know. Got to look up movie lists and can't say that, can't say this. Like, So here's an unpopular opinion that I'm gonna share with you guys. Maybe you'd agree, maybe you won't. We'll see. But, you know, when you see something that says something like, so-and-so was the first black person to do such and such a thing, right? I feel like right now, in 2024, that kind of attention drawn to a particular thing, I feel like that well, I don't want to say it does harm. No, that's probably a bit harsh. I don't think it does harm, but I don't think it does the good it's probably intended to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it does the good that it's probably intended to. Like, because there was a time where it was important to point these things out because of, you know, various racial issues and stuff. And not to say, of course, racism still exists. I get that. I'm not trying to say we're the post-racial. I get that. It still exists. But there's a point where it's like, do we need to point out that somebody was the first black person to do a thing every single time? Like, because there's a point where it's just like, it's just circumstance, or it's just happenstance. It's not because there was a specific rule that banned people or bans black people from doing something. It just so happened to turn out that way. You know what I mean? And when it's like that, I'm asking myself, like, do we really need to point this out that they were the first black person? Because then it kind of takes away a little bit from the achievement. Like, they done something really cool, or they, you know, and that should be celebrated as a cool thing that they've done. But when you focus so much on the fact that they're the first black person to do it, when it was like that was never the issue of why they were, you know, why it was never done by them in the first place. It was just, like I said, maybe just so happened to turn out that way. It kind of draws attention to something that I'm not sure we need to be drawing attention to, right? Because if it was a case of, like I said, if it was a case of, okay, there were rules in place from a system that was implemented that specifically prevented black people or non-white people from doing something, and that was in place for years and years and years, and now this is the first black person to do it, that kind of thing is like, okay, yeah, we need to talk about that, and that needs to be highlighted. But when it's just like, you know, happenstance, it just so happened to be that way, it's a thing that hasn't even been around that long in some cases, and it just so happened to be the first one to do it. It's all right, cool. It's cool that you're the first, and I would say maybe don't mention it to anyone ever, but do we need to focus on that? You know what I mean? Do we really need to focus on that? That's why I feel like I'm not sure it does the good people that it's intended to. Like, maybe it doesn't do much harm, to be fair, but I'm not sure it does good either. It just kind of draws attention to something that didn't really need to have that kind of attention drawn to it, because rather than focus on the fact that they've done a really cool thing and they've made a really cool achievement, it's like, oh, now it's a race issue, you know? So we stay married. We can say what we want, whatever we want. Yeah, I'm using my freedom of speech to say I want a divorce. That's me saying whatever I want. I think it's because they are black. It's weird. It's more about the color than the thing they did. Okay, I think, well, that might depend on what we're specifically talking about. You might be thinking about something different to what I'm thinking of. But yeah, if you think, I guess if you're thinking, if it's something like, I don't know, the first black person to yodel or something, I don't know. Typically not something associated with most darker skinned folk. All right. But were black people prevented from yodeling, or it's just so happened to be turned out that way? You know what I'm saying? Like, but no, I saw something about a lady, a wrestler, being on the cover of a video game, and apparently is the first black person to be a cover on the cover of that video game series. Or black, what was it? First black person, first black female? I can't remember what they said anymore. Or to be featured, rather, I should say, on the cover of the video game. And it was kind of like, okay, I mean, that's cool that that she's been featured on the cover of this game. I ain't saying that, and you know, congratulations to her and everything else. But at the same time, is that because somebody made a rule that said black people aren't allowed to be featured in a video game? Was this because, like, you know, just so happened to turn out that way? So it's like now it's like this highlight on something, this focus on something that just might not even have been that much of an issue. But rather than focusing on the fact that it's a really cool achievement, now it's like, okay, now it's a race thing. You know what I'm saying? Now we've made it into a race thing, even though it probably wasn't supposed to be a race thing. It was just like, hey, let's have this cool athlete on our cover. What's that meant to make a chair? As an example, there is more celebration over the fact that making the chair. Right, exactly. It's like, you made a chair, that's cool. We don't need to be all like, oh, and he's black. It's like, what are we saying then? Like, because that's another thing as well. It's like, there's a point where you look at it like, what are we saying? Like, why is it so amazing that a black person did something? Like, you know, achieve something? Like, are we still in that mindset of people not being able to do things, and it's so surprising when they do? Are we still there? Because it's like, he made a chair, cool, that's it, that's great. We won't need to go any further than that. Everyone's lying for being black. Right. It's just focusing on the wrong thing. Now, if there was like some kind of rule in place that said, hey, we're gonna implement rules that means black people are not allowed to make chairs, and if they're caught making chairs, we're gonna throw them in jail. If there was something like that in place, and then people had to, like, you know, go to the courts and protest and do all these things to get that rule changed, and go through years of all various things to, you know, be seen as equal chair makers, and then it finally gets to a point where you're able to do it and you can make a chair without fear of persecution, and then you made a chair, then it's then yeah, 100% you need to be like, yo, this is the first, you know what I mean? Definitely in a case like that. But when it's like, bruh, it just so happened to turn out that way. Somebody has to be the first. Do you know what I mean? Somebody has to be the first. Like, somebody has to be, like, that's how that goes. Somebody has to be the first. You don't need to focus on skin color every single time. Somebody has to be the first. It's not. I don't know. The world is weird. But it's also kind of my issue when it comes to social activism in general, where I think it's important that we have social activists, because I do believe they play an important part of helping to push things forward. You know, I do believe that for the most part, social activists, well, for one thing, keep a lot of things in check, because they are talking about the issues of the world and things going on, and you know, stuff like that. So I do think that's an important part of society, and I certainly wouldn't suggest that they need to stop, but I do think that there has to be an understanding of, are you doing this to really make things better, or are you doing this because you need attention for yourself? And by pointing out somebody's the first black person to be uncovered, does that just bring attention to yourself? Because, you know what I mean? By pointing out certain things that don't need to be pointed out, are we just, is it just about getting attention for yourself? And because I feel like that's a question that people gotta ask themselves, like, why am I reporting this? Why am I bringing up something that ultimately doesn't really need to be brought up? Is it for them or is it for you? You know? It would be in a better place if the main focus wasn't color and just celebrate what they actually. Right, indeed. I think so too. Just be like, hey man, they done a really cool thing. Alright, that's awesome. Congratulations, well done. That's all you need to say. That's all it needs to be. Man. How the hell did I do this the first time round? Oh, man. And I feel like I need to get the bomb over to this cracked wall, so I can blow that wall up. But it's like, how do I get it there though? I can't get it past this damn thing. Well, there's blood them both up. Ugh. Oh, man. Well, that being said, though, I'll be sure to include black people only achievements in my pick me post. I've seen those videos going around where you have like some lady, typically like a white lady, and she'd be saying something like, I love me some blank man. I love nothing but blank man. If you a blank man, like stuff like that. And it's like, listen, there's no need for this. There's no need for this. I mean, I appreciate the love. I'm sure others do too. But there's no need for this. There's no need for this. And to prove I'm the only good white person, the only good white person. I love me some Idris. I love me some Idris. If you Idris. Wait, we talk about. You might want to be specific when you say Idris though, because I could think of two Idrises, and I don't know. Maybe one of them is the one you don't want. There's an actor called Damson Idris, right? I'm guessing that's not Idris you're thinking of. You might be. There's only one. Even Elle wants a bit of him, and she's gay. He is a smooth dude. You two might have to fight over him though. That's the thing. You might have to fight. Imagine that, like mother and daughter fighting over the same man. That's oof. Well, oof. Just blew myself up again. Mother and daughter fighting over the same man. That's probably happened somewhere. I'm sure there's somewhere in the world, in the history of humanity, that has happened. We wanted him. It's the dying. Yeah, it's my subconscious. Oof. Actually, I wonder if Idris Elba knows how to play this game and knows what to do in this section of the game. Because if he does, then yeah, get him to come and help me out. Get him to throw me some pointers or something. I can do with some pointers right now as to how to get this. Like, I feel like I can remember something to do with wind coming from the other side. Something to do with wind from the other side, but now it's like... How do I get there? Ish. Rock my sword, man. Hey. That's going the wrong way. Few more hits. Hey. A few more hits. There we go. Okay, I didn't have to do all that, did I? I could have just went, flipping out. Okay. Bruh. Yeah, I've already done this though. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Imagine though being That miserable. You're offended at everything. I just can't bet. These people are fun at parties. Yeah, no, I doubt it. I doubt it. I mean, yeah, you'd have to be pretty just like unhappy with life, you know. You'd have to be pretty unhappy with life. Like, I mean, and I get it, you know. There's like a lot of bad stuff going on, and some people have it real tough. I get that, but you just got to be a point where just like giving up practically. It's like the type of people who are just always complaining. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're always complaining. Like, no matter what, they are complaining about something. Like, they never have anything good to say about anything. Like, they're just always complaining no matter what. And if there's literally nothing to complain about, they'll find something to complain about. You ever meet somebody like that? They're just always complaining. And it's like, bruh, why are you so mad? You know what I mean? It's like, what's missing in your life where you feel you have to bring everybody else down? Where you can't just be happy for somebody. There has to be some issue now. There has to be some problem. It can never just be cool. There's always something. It's like, dude, you know how exhausting this is? Can't talk to people like that. Your sister. Oof. It's hard to, yeah, you try to talk to people like that, it's just like, it sometimes you just kind of feel like, you know what? I've got some news I would like to tell you, but I'm not going to because I just don't want to deal with all the complaints or all the nitpicking or all the, you know what I mean? I don't want to deal with that right now. So I'm just not going to tell you. Because I just don't want to deal with somebody taking your, whether it's taking your good news and trying to find the fault in it, or taking your bad news and using it as a "I told you so" kind of moment, which, like, yeah, I don't need that either. So it's like, you know what? I just won't even tell you. I just won't tell you. So into herself, and that stuff, she didn't even wish me a happy birthday. Ah, man. Oof. Man, that's tough. When it's her birthday, you should send her a Christmas card. Send her a Christmas card on their birthday. Be like, yeah, Merry Christmas. Like, I don't get it. Even a like on post and nothing. Man. Man, that's yeah, that's actually quite sad. That's your younger sister, right? Oof. Oof. Man, I've been running around this thing since nearly an hour since I got that last one. Well, over an hour really. It's that last one, and I'm no closer. I am no closer. I'm just. I got lucky with that, but now it's like, yo. I've just been running around this for ages. I have no clue what I'm doing here. 2 years younger. On her birthday, I bought a cake, made a French toast, which I bought the ingredients for, and got her a bottle of wine. Man, that's sad. Not even a happy nuttin', not a like, not a nuttin', no kind of acknowledgement. Yo, Brex Spivvy. Braxton in the Paxton. Ugh. You know, I think I'm done with this game for now, actually. I think I'm done with this game. I might need to get a guide. I think next time I play this game, I'm just going to get a guide and look up how to do stuff. Because, bro, I do not want to be running around for an hour just like... I did it once. Apparently, I can't do it again. I don't know. Like, but I'm done with this game for today. So I'm a quit out of this. I'm a quit out of this. I'm done with Zelda for today. What's the time? It is almost 10. It's like 7 to 10. Oh yeah. No card, no happy birthday, nothing. I come and found someone who doesn't care about. Yes, but I find it insulting not to get me a card. No, for sure. No, I get that. I mean, especially when it's like it's your family. Like, I feel there's a lot of things we can not care about, but when it's like the people closest to us, it's just difficult. I get that. I get that. Especially when it's like just like zero acknowledgement of anything. Like not a text message, not a phone call, not an email. and I'm guessing, of course, you could let me know, but I'm kind of guessing that, you know, next time she saw you or next time you guys spoke, it was probably a case of talking to you like everything's normal, like it's just like nothing, you know what I mean? Just talking to you like everything's normal, like talk to you about some other stuff that, like, wait a minute, we're just gonna pretend like you just didn't completely ignore me for the last few. Yeah. It's almost done cutting up some small branches in the next door neighbor's yard. All right, nice, man. Helping the neighbors out. That's good, man. That's good. Helping the neighbors out. Very much, he said. Yeah, it was nice. Oh, at least you likes your. Is that you? At least you likes your hair. Oh, your hair's nice. Ugh. All right. Can't change your family. Ain't that the truth? Try as you might. But yeah, for better or worse, family is your family, isn't it? Sometimes you get along, sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's a combination of the two. Well, I guess more time it's a combination of the two. But yeah, for better or worse, your family is your family. And it's the only family you'd ever have. Or, well, I guess it depends on how you want to define family. They're the only relatives you'd ever have. I guess you could define family in a different way. But yeah, they're the only relatives you'd ever have. Your brothers, your sisters, your mothers, your fathers, aunties, uncles, they're the only relatives. Cousins, for better or worse, they're the only relatives you'll ever have. And nothing you can do about that. About to finish up with the neighbor's branches. Cut them down the day before yesterday. Might be done today. Yeah, that's cool, man. It's good to do stuff like that. Help around the neighborhood, help with the community. Men like Braxton. Super cool of you indeed. I want to play a game for, I don't know, maybe about 20 minutes or so before we end. But this is a game that, well, let's just say it's attention grabbing. It grabs attention. I think it's fair to say.
Girls you save and finish off every monster who gets in your way. Let's start.
Be right back. Alright. Oh wait, controller's not on. And I still can't move. What's going on? There we go. There we go. We got it now. Yeah, nice. Since you gave and bought us some gifts last Christmas, figured to return the favor because that short tree being needed to be cut down a bit. But yeah, favor for a favor. So yeah, this game is called Anime versus Evil, and like I say, it's an attention grabbing game. I think it's fair to say this game gets attention. Equip my my loadout. Alright, I've got to kill 17 zombies. Oof. Eesh. Got gutted, man. Got gutted. Man, I just got 16 kills as well. Got 16 enemies. But the thing is at this game is that it's actually a pretty cool game in my opinion. Like, it's a pretty cool shooting game. But what lets it down is the fact that it's has these frustrating moments. Yeah, and the one of rain helped somewhat, making the branches more moist and gonna rain and storm through past the week. Okay. Alright. 18 zombies. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. That reload is slow. Fish. Failed. Damn it. I'll be in the stream as I finish this up. Multitasking. Alright. I got 19 that time, but I guess it was just outside the time limit or something, or a couple of maybe before the timer started. All right. 20 zombies now. Flipping hell. Sam's back. As we play anime versus evil. Damn it! Just out of time zone. That's awesome. That's nice to have. Indeed. But yeah. Alright, I've got to kill 20 of these things in 94 seconds. Bloody hell. Where are they? They all disappear now. Whoosh. Failed again, damn it. So I have to spray. Oh wait, and I'm getting done. Let me get some health. I'm getting done 2 hours before 6 p.m. because so it's 4 p.m. You're done by. Okay. Aye. All right, 1 sec. Alright, let's see here. Getting done 2 hours before 6 p.m. because the mosquitoes are hella bad in her yard and the West Nile virus, etc. mosquitoes carry is going around again as usual. So I'll have to spray myself with mosquito repellent. Yeah, sure it is. You know how I wasn't the biggest fan of the Wednesday. I watched the entire season. Oh, really? Well. It'd be a good show, man. It'd be a good show. Oish, where are these guys? It's still difficult to see things sometimes. Like, that's the annoying thing about this game. Run out of time again. Find 14 toys around here in 96 seconds. Bloody hell, man. My opinion is still the same. It pick up at the end of it though. My sister's kids has scarlet fever. I was looking after today. She wanted to watch it, so we watched it all. Yeah, it's like 8 episodes, what, 40 something minutes each? So yeah, that's pretty much a whole day's of watching. Oh, I don't have a code. Hey. Oh, where are these damn toys now? Hey, get in there, get it! I'm flipping out. Oh, yeah. Where are all these toys going? Oh, there's some. Time's running out. They don't give you enough time for anything in this damn game, man. I swear down. Okay, 14 toys. Come on. First of all, like, where are these damn toys? Like, there's not... Okay, here's one. Ugh. Hey. Ugh, yeah. People get mad when I didn't know Wednesday. Yeah, I enjoyed the show. I mean, overall, I thought it was pretty cool. I'm looking forward to season 2 and seeing how that develops. I mean, I don't know if I'd call it like the type of masterpiece that I'm surprised other people don't. I mean, it was a good show. It was a good show. But yeah, I liked it. I liked it quite a lot. I thought it done some really cool stuff. I liked the dancing scene. That was done really well. I think Jenna Ortega did that really well. And I like how it kind of took influence from previous Addams Family stuff as well, and just made this whole cool thing about it. But yeah, I guess now you're appreciating it on second viewing. But yeah, that was Anime versus Evil. A good game, but bloody annoying. So let me switch over to this screen and just chat to y'all for a little bit before we depart ways today. Zelda looks a bit different. Yo, what up, X? Second half was better than the first. What happens in the second half? Oh wait, the second half would have been where you have the where like the monsters. Okay, I don't want to give out too many spoilers in case anybody hasn't watched it, but I think it's where you get more of a reveal of certain things. So yeah, I think I'd agree with that. I'll tell you what kind of irked me a little bit about Wednesday, actually. Hopefully this isn't really a spoiler, because it's pretty much from the beginning of the show, so it's not really a spoiler. But from the beginning of the show, like, she's very much like into like the macabre and, you know, death and, you know, that whole thing, right? She even, well, does something to somebody, and I won't say what, but she's very much into that whole thing. But then the whole show is her trying to prove her dad's innocence, right? That's the main part of the show, her trying to prove her dad's innocence. And I was just kind of thinking, like, wouldn't it make more sense for her to try and prove her dad's guilt, that's trying to prove that her dad actually did it, that, you know, her dad killed that guy? But that's what she, you know what I mean? I feel like she should be trying to prove that rather than trying to prove that he didn't do it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe that's a minor whatever. Like I said, I still enjoy the show, but that bit is the thing that was like, for me. Decided to pick up the pace a bit more. The reels were very obvious though. Well, in terms of who was who, well, obvious to you maybe, not obvious to me. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't get it. I mean, I guess one of them was actually, wait a minute. No, I think the first time I watched it, because I actually watched it twice, but they're both a while ago now. But I think the first time I watched it, yeah, to be honest, I don't think I spotted the main one. I mean, I guess I suspected. Well, you suspect everybody really when it comes down to it. You suspect everybody, but I think in truth, outside of minor suspicion, I didn't really guess who was who, like, or at least not the main one anyway. But well, maybe you're a bit more of a detective than I am, and you you got those. By the way, for anybody who's interested, Destiny 2 is free to play on Steam. If you go to Steam, you can download the game for free, which is pretty awesome. I mean, I've played Destiny 2. I personally didn't enjoy it very much, but, you know, it's a free game. Of course, you pay for all the microtransactions and all the stuff inside the game, so that's how they make their money. But you can get the base game for free if you want to on Steam. So yeah, I might just do that actually. Maybe I've seen too many movies. Maybe. One too many. Or maybe two too many. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-doom, do-do-do-doom, do-do-do-doom. Anybody else seen Wednesday, the Netflix show based on Wednesday Addams or the Addams Family? Anybody else seen it? And if you have, what do you think of it? Even my niece guessed the monster. She said, "Really? Oof. Well, guess I'm maybe just go to bed then. Getting outsmarted by an 11-year-old, you know. All right, all right." Oh, well, anyway. Oh, man. But yeah. Oh well. Oh well. I guess that means my brain's just not attuned to it so much. Oh well. And they focus heavy on the character, implying it's not them. Yeah, I think that's true. That's something I've spotted in some shows where there's like a very big implication that a certain person is the guy, is the killer or whatever, and it's like, that's classic misdirection. I think the only one, well, maybe not the only one, but one that I can think of that I've seen, I guess, in recent years was the first Scream movie, the 1996 Scream movie, where it's pretty, well, maybe not heavily, but it's pretty much implied from the jump that was it Skeet Ulrich is the guy. And lo and behold, like that bit was no surprise. What was a surprise, of course, that he had a partner and he wasn't working alone. And it was bloody Shaggy Doo of all people. That was his partner. Like, out of everybody, Shaggy Doo was his partner, which is like, all right, cool. Did not see that one coming. But Skeet Ulrich, yeah, he was just obvious. He was just obvious. But again, that's part of what was good about it, is that they made one so obvious, and I guess it allowed them to make the other ones so less obvious. By the way, what happened to your Discord server? It's still there. I very rarely go on it though, to be honest, but it still exists. I think it still exists. I haven't checked on it for a minute. I have not checked on it for a good minute now, but as far as I know, it still exists. I'm just not very active on Discord. Yeah. Let me see, actually. I'm gonna open it up. Do I even have it? No, I don't even have Discord on my computer. Since I did a rebuild, that's how little I use Discord. I've not downloaded Discord to my new computer build. I've had this build for a few months now, and then I've not downloaded Discord to the new build. So that's an indication of how little I use Discord. But yeah, the server's still there. I'm just checking now through the web browser. And there's a few posts on it, a few new ones by the looks of it too. So somebody's posting on it, which is awesome. Appreciate you guys are posting on the Discord page. But yeah, I've been so inactive on that. I've been so inactive. Okay, you added an art channel though. I mean, like, what do you mean art channel though? Like, what we talking about? Because there's you talking about, because there's a self promo channel. Or you mean specifically something for like pictures, or like what are we talking about? So I can add an art channel. Well, let's call it art and creativity. So yeah, that's added. That's added. Don't we share no dirty stuff though? Like, I mean, no dirty stuff. Like, I don't know. I mean, I've seen some of your artwork and it's pretty cool, but I mean, out of the stuff I've seen, I think it's fine. But just in case you got any dirty stuff that I haven't seen, yeah, don't be sharing that stuff here. Keep that to yourself. Like, no dirty stuff. Share your art, share your creativity. That's a cool thing. But no dirty stuff. All right, let's keep it clean. Let's keep it clean. Oh yeah, I've seen some of these. These are nice. I've seen some of these. I forgot you see the stuff I post now. Yeah, I see the stuff. Hey, man's all over the place, isn't it? Man keeps his ear to the streets. You done know. Man keeps his ear to the streets. Sign Eminem. That's it. Yeah. Well, if you do, you'll keep that to yourself. I ain't trying to end up on a watch list. Best believe, man. I ain't trying to end up on a watch list, you know. So, any dirty stuff, nah. Still in here. Alright, cool. Well, it is just gone 10:30. So I feel that's a good place to start wrapping up and winding down. I got to get up, be early for work. Well, I don't got to, but I should be up early for work tomorrow. Next live stream should be next week, Tuesday, 8 p.m. GMT. Watching Friday the 13th, part 3, next week. So get it ready on 0 if you got it, or if you don't want it. If you don't got it or don't want to get it, so good. You can still come along and have some fun. I have an extra exam soon, so I have to go to sleep. All right, well, good luck for the exam, XSplit. Appreciate you coming through. Study hard, study well, but remember, it's not about whether you pass or fail. It's what you do next that counts. Remember that. It's very important. It's not whether you pass or fail. I mean, do your best to pass. I ain't saying that. Do your best to pass. study well, do your best to pass, but whether you pass or fail, what's really important is what you do next. That's the most important thing, is what you do next. But anyway, big up to you for coming through. Appreciate you. Good luck for the exams. Big up man like Brax for helping out the neighbor. Big up, yeah, like Sam for coming through. And one day I'm gonna divorce you, so just know that, whether you like it or not. But yeah, that's gonna be all for now. I'm gonna try and post a video or two during the week. Appreciate it if you're able to check it out, leave a comment, like, and all that kind of stuff. But that's gonna be it for the minutes, guys. Until whenever, if ever. Peace.